Hi, I am Akhil Obliseti and we are going to do a research presentation on search engine optimization. Our research team includes me, Veena and Gautam. So today, let us see what are we going through. We are going to see what is a search engine, what is the global market share of a search engine, how do search engines work, then what is a search engine optimization, why it is important, and what is a search engine optimization algorithm, and what is a good strategy according to experts, and what are the ranking factors, what is pay-per-click, and we're going to do a slight comparison between pay-per-click and organic search engine optimization, and what are the 7 steps to search engine optimization, and the references we have used to create this presentation. So let us see what is a search engine. So before that, let's go into brief history. So I was born in 1995 and today it's 2019. So it's almost 24 years. And through my experience, a lot of advancements and a lot of changes have been made through in many ways through technology. So one thing which started as a mere experiment, like now became which became a real necessity is a search engine. And why is that? Generally, let's see what's about today. So today, an average person living in a modern society is exposed to several pieces of information. This information would equal amount to the information a person living 100 years ago would have experienced in a year. With that amount of information on a daily basis, it would be virtually impossible to remember everything we need to know or what we want to know. So, what a search engine does? A search engine is a web-based program that collects and organizes content from all over the internet. Those wishing to locate something would enter a query about what they would like to find, and the engine provides links to content that matches what they want. So, it looks like there are few search engines out there in the market. Let's see what is a famous one. So therefore, there is no big surprise here. Google leads the global market share by almost with 92%, and there's Bing with 2.45%, and there is Yahoo with at the end with 1.82%. There used to be a time when Yahoo used to be the leader, but Google, with their optimization and their value addition process, they were able to reach the top and retain their position. How do these search engines work? So there are three main processes in the search engine, in the working of a search engine. First one is a crawler. So what the crawler does, its sole task is to follow all the links on a given page and visit those pages. And with those pages and contents crawled, they're all organized into a directory. So this here comes the second part, which is called indexing. The index is just a big list of pages and all the content the crawler finds. The search engine uses this index to build a search result page for you. So when you're looking, for example, funny cat photos, the search engine does not gives you like something like cake recipes. Finally, and most importantly, search engine needs to determine to put the best results first. Let's imagine when you search for funny cat photos, like you get like 150 million results. So how does Google decide to which one to put first? And this process is called ranking. So Google uses a page rank algorithm, and and generally this ranking process is ultimately what makes the difference between search engine. And it is always a known fact that Google has the best page rank algorithm in the world. So now Veena is going to take over and
Thanks, Akhil, for covering what exactly is a search engine and where it is exactly being used. So today I'm going to cover about the search engine optimization, the techniques used, the algorithms, and the benefits of search engine optimization. So what exactly is a search engine optimization? So it is actually a process of optimizing the on-page and off-page ranking factors. So in order to achieve high search engine rankings for targeted search terms. So this implies that the optimizing for both the on-page for which the user searches and the off-page ranking factors includes the database where the search engine terms, the target search terms will be stored in. And it is also referring to an industry which has been created using the keywords search patterns in order to increase the relevant traffic to a website. Okay, so why the search engine optimization is important? So if you look at the search engine, 80% of customers usually find the website or the target website by inputting any text into the search engine text box in the Google, Yahoo, or Bing search engines. So this list, it results in the target list in the first page, and the user tries to look at the targeted links usually in the first page, which could be around first 5 to 6 links, and these five links in the first page are usually referred to as the organic positions, and they usually receive 59% of the user clicks. Uh, it is also a one way of cost-effective advertising, which will increase in a clear and measurable ROI. So if you look at how these search engines work, it's based on the relevant traffic and the results being retrieved, which results in good leads or sales. So what is the algorithm behind this search engine optimization? If you look at the organization perspective, each organization has its own search engine optimization algorithms. So, and it's not being revealed to other organizations since each organization is a competitor to the other organization. So, in general, it usually follows the reverse engineering and the research and experiments behind the search engine optimization. It is always a pretty good idea to include the major factors and approximate weight assignments. So these weight assignments include for the search keyword which is being searched by the user, to assign a weight for the search keyword and store in a database, thereby to retrieve based on the weight assignments. So this search engine optimization algorithm is constantly changed, tweaked, and updated because lots of data is being generated through the users. So even the organizations need to update their search engine optimization algorithms. Now, it usually varies by search engine to give more weight to the on-page factors, and some usually give to the link popularity. So, what is a good search engine optimization strategy according to experts? So, this usually the behind it works with the research desirable keywords or search phrases which we see in the real time, like the Google AdWords or the word tracker or the overture. Now, what kind of search phrases should be a target? So, is actually a business or market which leads to the profitable business. And the clean and optimize a website HTML code for appropriate key density implies that whatever is in the website content, the title tag optimization, the internal linking, the headings, subheadings, all these will help in optimizing a website HTML code. So the search engine optimization should usually deal with the website HTML code where the optimization needs to be done. Also, since it's a competitive world, each organization has to look into what other organization is dealing with the search engine optimization, so which includes their websites as well as their search engines. So it also helps in also a good strategy is to implement a quality link building campaign by knowing what are the search keywords which are mostly relevant to the user. Also, the quality content. What kind of what quality content is present in a website usually uh, leads them to be in the top search list. So always a quality content with the good standards will help in improving the business of the website. Also, the constant monitoring of rankings for targeted search terms. So the search terms are usually ranked based on this user search. So there should be a mechanism to monitor these rankings uh, in order to display in a search engine. So what exactly are the ranking factors? So since we have the on-page factors and the off-page factors, if you look at on-page factors, it usually deals with the code and content in a website. So the top rank would go to the content, which includes the body text and the body content. So when user searches a keyword, it usually looks up in the HTML content where it tries to fetches that website using the content present in that body text. The next would be keyword frequency and density. So the keyword frequency and density would be in a website uh, relevant to that keyword. What more keywords or the sentences which could lead which would lead to retrieve that website. And next would be title tags. So title tags are usually what exactly the website is about. So even the title tag could also help in retrieving their website in the search engine. The next would be the alternate image tags. Since the alternate image tags should be something relating to the keyword, because if the image actually doesn't work, it then renders the alternate image tag in the website. So even through that, the business website could also be listed in the search engine. The next would be the header tags. The header tags are usually a format of the headings or something which would be displayed in a web page. The next would be hyperlink text. So the hyperlink text would also be helpful in rendering the website. So all these on-page factors are ranked based on how the page would be retrieved. Next, the off-page factors would be the anchor text and the link popularity. The anchor text is actually the link text about which the website is about. So that is the on-page factor. And the next rank would be for link popularity. So it includes the votes for the website, which the user would be ranking based on the content in the website. So this adds credibility to the website and also retrieves the best possible in the search engine. Uh, to learn more about how to create an efficient search engine optimization and run profitable business using various web techniques, Gautam will take over and explain in detail.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Veena, for helping us with telling how important it is to have a search engine optimization in our websites. So, steps to SEO. So, in this slide, we are going to see what are the most effective algorithm ways so that your website search and rankings will be optimized, and accordingly you can get better page weights and you can navigate through your website and you can get your website listed in a very effective manner. So in 7 steps to SEO, the first step is going to be get your site fully indexed. So when it comes to getting your site fully indexed, there are a lot of techniques to follow. Like for example, it is better to avoid special characters like question marks, hashtags, ampersands, and equal tos. These are called stop signs. So it's better to avoid these signs while indexing your site, and it's also advisable to actually include appropriate keywords and avoiding bad neighborhoods in your site content. So also when it comes to getting your site fully indexed, there is something called passing your error message appropriately, so that when your site is having any one of your sites or site pages is going to have an error message, it's better to navigate them through 404 error code rather than giving a impromptu or a very abrupt error message in the browser, which also could cause in lowering your website ranks. And next comes get your pages visible. So when it also by saying when you're getting your pages visible, keywords play a very important role in getting your pages visible, and also the kind of content and graphics you use in your page plays a major important role, because like Veena said earlier, the better the content, the more the traffic which is going to come into your website, and which is precisely how Google sometimes weigh the pages, and they are going to increase the rank of the pages, so that the more chances that the pages are going to appear in the organic searches in the very first page of the search engine. And comes build links and page rank. So when you're linking pages to different web pages, or for example giving a reference to a neighbor web page or a sister web page, it's really important to be careful of what the other web page content really has, and ensuring that there are no any duplication of data, and ensuring that the content of the neighborhood web page is not something that is unuseful when it compares to your web page, so that building a proper link increases the page rank of your page. And respective to that, Google also in the algorithm have their logarithmic scale, which ranks the websites from 0 to 10. And based on that, your website is going to the more the rank I more the rank, your website is going to be visible in the one of the topmost organic searches. And then comes leveraging your page rank. So when it comes to leveraging your page rank, like I mentioned before, building your links to your neighborhood pages should be appropriate, so that avoiding an inappropriate page link to get into your web page, and routing that particular web page through your web page also cause a lot of you know user negative reviews, and then it will affect your page rank when it comes to leveraging your page rank. Also, when it comes to paying attention to the text used within the hyperlink, it's really important to see what exactly the neighbor pages are consisting of. And also, when it comes to duplicate pages, session IDs, and cookies, so we need to be really careful on how we are actually to which neighborhood pages the cookies are being passed, and so that security concerns come into the place. So it is really important to have a really good page rank. Also, it is also very important to leverage on it, and also leverage and also act accordingly, so that the page rank stays consistent. And then goes the encouraging click through. So when it comes to encouraging click through, there's something called ZipF's law, which means you need to be at the top of page one of the search results, and it is only implied through endorsements. So endorsements from your web page to another, or from another web page to yours. Okay, so encouraging click throughs through such mediums is going to help put through the SEO strategies accordingly. And then tracking the right metrics, like tracking the cost or ROI, return on investment, keyword popularities, rankings, link popularity, indexation. So these are a few of the main right metrics that you need to concentrate on to build your algorithm upon, or else the when you don't really concentrate on the right metrics, the more chances that you are not actually getting the right data out of it. And avoiding worst practices also includes not giving deep and useful content in the website, which is again getting back to how important a content in a website is, so that it attracts more user traffic. Also, links should be relevant, and no phishing or scheming activities identified in your website links. And when we speak about SEO, it is also very essential to speak about pay-per-click. How pay-per-click is an technique or a method that has been, which was introduced later after search engine optimization, of course, but how it got to be playing a very vital role in selling products online in web. So pay-per-clicks or ads appeared as sponsored listings. You might have seen, like using cookies, how huge tech giants are right now manipulating the web page that you're currently seeing, and how they are targeted advertisements are being made. And so typically they have a very good tracking tools and statistics to achieve the following. And there is a small comparison on how PPC versus organic SEO is. So wherein well, at the end of this particular comparison, majorly if you see, a pay-per-click would generally have a quick result compared to an organic SEO, because a pay-per-click would might as well get you a right business, or probably it would sell products within 1 or 2 days efficiently, wherein to see an SEO taking its pattern, you need to continuously put your efforts. There is a flow of traffic that comes into place, and it generally takes 2 weeks to 4 months to see your site achieving the required optimization as well as traffic that you expect to come into. And pay per click could be more targeted, wherein search engine optimization in on a website is not generally more targeted regionally or individually, but then it is more about how well your site ranks, so that the more traffic you get into your site. And there is no win situation here when it comes to pay per click or organic SEOs, because they both serve two different purposes for two different kind of businesses. But when it comes to instant results, people would go for pay per click, and people who want to like sell their products online, definitely PPC is their go. Wherein people who want their brand to actually look good in a long term or a long run, let's say organic SEO is one of their most preferred methods. And so we took these references as our baseline to get a good idea about SEO and pay per click and how businesses can be uh, optimized and websites can be optimized using the web. So thank you very much for seeing our presentation, and please let us know your comments on the YouTube page, and we will post our email IDs on the bio. Thank you.